Hello, my name is Michael Garrick, and this is Popping Culture. My guest today is comedian Michael Mack, a great friend of the show. I feel like I've aggravated him so many times to come on, but I truly appreciate him every time. We'll be reviewing episode 4 and 5 of Marvel's What If. Before we get into the episode, Mac, what's new with you, man? What's going on?
Ah man, trying to make sure I can get out to more open mics, more shows, Trying to make sure I keep that comedy brain going.
Yeah,
That's
guys, if
about
you
it,
have
man.
not, yes, guys, if you have not seen comedian Michael Mack, please do. He blessed me. He did my show at Uncle Fester's. Guy came through and killed it. I promise you guys, if he's in your city, please go see him. Uh, Nothing else I can really say about it. We're going to be reviewing episode 4 and 5. These episodes have been out for over, episode 4 has been out for over 9 days. Episode 5 has been out for over 2 days. So this will be some spoilers, guys, but I promise you, we're just going to give our opinions. Max camera is not working. So right now, he just sounds like my conscience. But sorry about that, guys. You're just going to see my ugly face, but yeah. It really does look that way, bro. We talked about it before we started recording, but like this, it's hilarious. Like anybody that watches
Uh,
this on Twitch
I'm
is gonna
pulling
get a
up
good
on my
laugh.
PlayStation now. That is what it looks like. That is funny.
Yes, yes.
Ah,
Uh all right, episode 4. I don't know if we're gonna agree on this. Hopefully we will. I'm gonna say it, man. This was a boring ass episode. Like it took me
what?
2 days to watch. Yeah, bro. I'm sorry. After seeing the butterfly effect, anything with this premise or Groundhog Day is really a premise that when I see it taken serious, it really doesn't work for me. It works in like a joke, like even Happy Death Day. Like I can see this as being a comedy, but when you put this situation on repeat and you think I'm supposed to get sad knowing that this person is gonna die every time, it just doesn't. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a horrible person, but it doesn't work the same for me.
I'm not saying maybe I'm a horrible person. I actually started laughing like towards the third time, like when that dragon got absorbed. That's when I started laughing because I was like, really, you absorb a big ass dragon, you not noticing that you turn to evil. All right.
I love every time I see a dragon in a Disney movie. I mean, at a Disney like anything Disney owns. I'm just like, that's a cute dragon. Like,
Yeah,
like
every time I see one, I'd be like, donkey bad, the baddest one.
yeah, true. Yeah, yeah. All right, but we just learned what porn you look at.
Definitely not. But hey, shouts to Donkey.
Yeah.
Nobody doing it like Shrek.
Now, we support the first 3 movies.
I'll be forgetting about that.
You should, buddy. Justin Timberlake can save a lot of things, but not Shrek and not MySpace. Um, I'm sorry, guys. We're gonna stay on topic. But do you remember when he tried to bring MySpace back? Everybody was just like, "You can run as many Super Bowl commercials as you want. That shit ain't coming."
At least he
Uh,
only did it for like 2 weeks.
yeah, true.
Anybody else would have tried that job for like 2 months at least.
That's
He
true.
understood quickly.
That's true. We are all adults now. We're just like, I ain't got time to make a background. Okay. Another thing that like I like what if is doing, especially that he's not doing all the episodes, but what they did in episode 4 was in the movie Doctor Strange, guys. If you haven't seen it, he says it's gonna be a little spoilers. Um, they were not a couple, or if they were a couple, they had broke up by the time that the Doctor Strange movie rolled around. In this episode, they're a couple, like they're together. Like this is something that I guess they've been together for a minute.
Yeah, I think this is more towards the original Strange story where he did end up losing his wife and the loss of his hands. And then like somewhere around they rewrote it and it was just like, yeah, he was just a bachelor uh and got into the car accident.
Hmm.
It all
Uh,
depends on like where they wanted to pull it from. And I remember like me and my boy Curtis, we was talking about it and I was like, because he was thinking they were going to go straight MCU, I was like, no, they don't have to. They just have access to the MCU characters.
Yeah. And shout out to them for getting the actors back. I know they can't get all the actors back, but the actors they've been getting back, man, it's been great to see. Like I really like the fact that they've got a good bit of the actors to come back to voice characters.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in episode 5 more.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I have too because they and the main thing 'cause I know we talked about it when we did episode 1 and 2, I think.
Yeah.
I like that the art has been on point for the actors and not to where they just look completely different than what they look like in real life. Like they've been really nailing, well, the aside from Banner, they've been really nailing these actors.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, they fucked up my boy, the dude that played Bruce.
Yeah, but yeah, there's no way to go around that one. um,
Which is no wait, they did the first Bruce correctly, but then they messed up the second Bruce. That's kind of messed up.
hey man, it's weird but true. Like it's just it's no telling what they were thinking. Um, when it comes to the car that hits him in the back every time, um, I really don't understand the idea of because even when he goes back in time and he doesn't even pick her up, she still dies. Do you think it would have made it a little more sense for it to be another car or try to switch up like one scene where it's a different road or because it already shows, you know, in the episode that like she's gonna die either way.
Kind of, but I think that would have defeated the point of them saying like because they call it the inflection point. They're like, yo, this is the part of history that you just gonna have to sit down and accept. So I feel like it would have diminished that point just a little bit.
Okay, makes sense.
I mean,
Uh,
after a while, it was just like, all right, we get it. But for the point they were making, I kind of agree with it.
nice. And the okay, so we get to the scene where evil um evil Doctor Strange has to fight. Ah man, I forgot her name just that quick.
Talking about the former Sorcerer Supreme.
Yes.
I
And
don't know. Her name's confusing to me.
yeah, I forgot her name completely. I apologize, guys, so much. Uh, he has to fight her, and I didn't understand that. How did she get to go back in time again?
Apparently, she was able to like take her soul and send it back in time. Wait, you're talking when she fought him or when she talked to the second Strange?
When she talked to the second Strange.
Yeah, it was more so on like magic stuff. I don't know, something about she was able to send her soul to meet like that Doctor Strange and let him
I got,
know.
I got you. It's I got it.
It's,
It's one of those things where
yeah,
Marvel says we killed half the people on Earth. Don't ask questions.
yeah,
Um,
magic. There you go.
yeah, yeah, and that's my fault. Once you can find out time travel in 3 minutes, there's no reason to ask questions.
Right.
Um, but then she splits them, and you have good Doctor Strange and you have evil Doctor Strange. Like as I'm watching it, I already know evil Doctor Strange is more powerful because just like you said, the man has sucked up dragons, rats, anything that's evil. This man has vacuum cleaned all of that shit. Um, did it catch you off guard? Because it didn't catch me off guard at all when he beat good Doctor Strange, like none at all.
Nah, but I will admit, I was since we hadn't seen the good guys take an L, I was kind of wondering what they were going to do, and I gotta admit, I really like the fact that they went the darker route. It was like Nah, this isn't a happy story. I mean, this isn't a happy ending.
It's like we didn't make all these universes for people to have good endings. Not which is smart because I was doing research on the graphic novel and apparently that's just a part of the story. Just people do not have happy endings. You know, people like really get messed up. So that's good that they're keeping that same spirit. You know, so that's really good to know. Um,
Because it wouldn't have made sense in general. Just like, oh, so you went out and killed, you went out and like absorbed all these creatures just to get bodied by some nigga's cape. Okay, cool. I will admit though, cape fight was fire.
Yes, yes. I love the fact that they didn't give the evil cape any like personality. The cape is just evil, and it was on this really weak like demon or whatever. Like, like you're here just so we can have another cape.
That like I didn't think I would enjoy that. I was thoroughly surprised.
But I know we're reading two different mail right now. But what in this episode did you enjoy the most?
Um, the main thing I enjoyed is that honestly, I mainly enjoyed the fact that Strange, Evil Strange, and Good Strange both pretty much failed. So like Evil Strange still had to suffer from the fact that he made a mistake, and Good Strange just wasn't powerful enough. Like this is how the story should have went. Uh, and also the Watcher. The Watcher was pretty much trolling the entire time at the end.
Yeah, yeah, he was. He's like, don't make me do something. I could do something. I should do something, but I'm gonna let you suffer. But don't think for a
Yeah,
moment.
like I love that line that he had. He was just like, I could intervene. I could stop this. But this universe is not worth it.
Yes.
But that's how his character is. And I have to admit, that is the actual like perfect execution of his character. Because I don't know if you noticed, but in the original Civil War comic, Captain America, after his side practically lost, um, and he was going in court and they sentenced him to jail, he was shot and killed outside the courthouse. And so Tony was kind of like, grieving and stuff. And then the Watcher showed up and showed Tony, like, hey, this one point would have stopped all this from happening if y'all could have just did this. And I was like, that's such a dick move. Like it's like because you could have stopped it at any point in time. But I kind of like that. I kind of like that thing about him though. It's like this whole thing of just like, yes, I could, but I'm not.
Yeah, my job isn't to do this. My job is to jot down information.
Like my name is the Watcher, not the therapist. Like,
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know. I just like that about his character.
yeah, nice, nice. My favorite part of this episode was the ending. Um, just to have it in, and I'm fuck with you, Mike. Uh, it really was some Twilight Zone shit, bro. Like I have seen this so many times with the Twilight Zone, plus with the Watcher. Um, Great actor from Westworld. I apologize, guys. I usually have a cast list out. I don't have a cast list up at the moment. I apologize, but his narration, that the way that Doctor Strange is acting, fighting to get this woman back. I don't know how good this vagina was, but this must be some A1 vagina. And
Did you have to do the chef's kiss with it?
it's just because I can't see it. That's why I did it. And if you were on camera right now, there's no way I would have did that. But look way too weird if we were looking eye to eye. Just I don't need none of that. But some A1, just Frank's Red Hot Sauce. I put that shit on everything, vagina. And she and and he went over, jumped so many loops, didn't even think about finding someone new. He just wanted this. This episode is what I imagine. Wow, I'm really having a brain for it. Who is okay? Do me a favor, Mike. Batman the animated series. Is it Mr. Freeze or Dr. Freeze?
Oh, Mr. Freeze.
If Mr. Freeze could travel in time, that's what he would have did to find his wife. It's something about these cartoon character vaginas.
I mean, that was what
Because
makes it fictional. But
yes. Oh ah, ah, ah,
in real life, we
yes.
know to let that bitch go.
Yes. And before anybody gets into the comic section, no, I would not doom humanity for my fiance. Okay. That is not what she would have wanted. Like, I don't want to see no comment. Like, you wouldn't do that for your girl? No, no. I'll be
I
so
don't even
mad.
want to. I don't even want to ask my dad. Like, I don't even want to know my dad's response. I said, like, Dad, wouldn't you go and erase the whole universe for Mama? Like, I would hate to hear his response. I would agree with it, but I hate to hear it.
Yeah, for real. I just like, because I just be like, nah, that's not what she would have wanted. No, she wouldn't
Yeah,
want me
nah,
to.
because I'm pretty sure it's gonna be somewhere along, like around the line of just like, that's why God keep creating women.
So they're in a happy marriage.
Yeah, but he
Okay.
would still just be like, yeah, if she dies, that's what God created more women for me for. Like, all right, so look at Bachelor Life Pops. But
That
yeah,
boy, that man ain't lying.
he ain't. If only these fictional characters be understanding that.
Yeah, yeah, bro. But yeah, it just reminded me of a clear cut Twilight Zone episode, and that ending is just it's so clutch because the watcher, Doctor Strange even says, "I know you've been watching me." Like that's
It'd be funny if
wild
the
when he
Watcher
says,
said,
"I know you've been watching me. You could
it'd
have
be so
fixed
funny if he would have
this."
said, duh.
Yeah, that'd be the best improvised line ever. I doubt they would have keep it, but if I find a blooper where he's like, "And," you know,
Nah, maybe he's so funny, like, I know you were watching me. Duh. That's my name. Like that would have been perfect.
I saw one TikTok where they had Doctor Strange just suck up the Watcher, and it was just like thin, like if he had just sucked up the Watcher, then he becomes the Watcher thin,
Like that would be hilarious though.
yeah,
But
that'd be
nah, I gotta admit though, I agree with you fully, man. That part was because it really sunk it in because it's like Strange is trying to blame the Watcher, but it's like, bruh, you did it.
yeah,
Like if somebody, it's like if you have a best friend that cheats on his wife, and then he's looking at you like, you could have stopped me the whole time. It's like, bruh, I wasn't there.
yeah.
Like,
These are your choices, brother. What you want me to kick down the door? Take the dick out. Like
exactly, like you know what I'm saying? Like now I'm getting divorced. I was like, yeah, thanks to you.
no, that's not how it works, buddy. I really gotta do
There's a
better with
difference
my
between
language on
advice.
here. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
Nah, I was just gonna ramble on. But yeah, so I really like that fact too, man. Like the Watcher pretty much he kept to his like he stuck to his guns. He was like, I keep records, and when I get the opportunity, I troll.
Yeah, troll is life apparently.
That's how it goes.
Yeah. And then we get. Oh, is there anything else you would like to add about episode 4?
Nah, that's pretty much it. I just like the fact that, Strange got what he deserved.
1 through 10, what would you give this episode?
Honestly, I'd give it about an 8 because I actually laughed a good bit. I enjoyed the black dude that they introduced for like the couple minutes that he was in.
Yeah.
And I like the life lesson that was given. Let that bitch go.
Yes. Yes. Words to live by. I give this episode a 5. It's just I've just seen it done better. Can I just say that? Like I've seen it done better. And that's the only reason why it's getting a 5.
Gotcha.
And now we get to a way better episode. Episode 5. Zombies. Brother, I don't think, listen, this is the closest Disney Plus is going to get to rated R.
I was talking about that too. I was thinking about that too. I mean, like, I was kind of mad because I was like, really? It took zombies to actually show that these things have blood inside them,
It's black blood. It's not red. If it was red, it wouldn't be made. But yeah,
or
as long as,
ectoplasm. Who knows what it's supposed to be called?
yes, as long as the blood's not red, they can Um, did you like the time period that they set this episode?
Um, what you mean? I thought this was set around like our time because it was like what when Thor was in not Thor when Hulk was in Asgard, so that'd be what the Ragnarok. That
Yeah,
was
this
like
was set.
2018, right?
Yes, this is set as so the Hulk is coming from seeing Thanos, knowing how dangerous Thanos is, transporting down to Earth, and then be like, guys, I gotta tell you about this horrible person, and then going from one big Thanos killing so many people on that plane. I mean, not the air, well, whatever spacecraft, whatever you want to call it, and then
Yeah.
coming down to Earth, and then I've seen a bunch of other people dead and are zombies. That was just hilarious. Like not hilarious, but it was just a really like he went from seeing what he thought was the worst to now seeing the worst.
I kind of laughed when they still had him not being able to transform. Because I was like, nah, wait. He was scared of Thanos. I don't remember Hulk being scared of Thanos' children.
True.
So, I mean,
True.
like it was like I feel like it's a slight nitpick, but I'm like, come on now, Hulk would work the kids. That sounds bad, but I'm not taking it back.
I don't know. Hope probably over there. Hope probably back there was like, shit. I don't know what they daddy taught them. Shit. Shit, you saw the ass woman I just took. I don't want to find out they can do stuff too.
He's like, no, this whole family line. I
Yeah,
don't want to see his granddaddy.
yeah. These are all these motherfuckers some killers.
Yeah,
I
I
did
got
like the introduction to the Avengers where they have the of course the little whatever the portal open
the
and
Doctor Strange magic portal.
yes, and Iron Man just sticks his hand in and kills the guy in mid speech. And it's just I just thought that was a clever scene and you see the Hulk so happy like my friends are here and then just like not my friends
Wait,
anymore.
Banner. Hope was not here. No, not at all. It was all Banner.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I'm still stuck on the fact that they really messed up Buddy's face. Like that didn't look at him at all. He could not have agreed to that. They must have been like, hey, we tried 5 times. We just can't draw you, buddy.
It'd be
What's his
funny
name? Ruffalo or something?
Mark Ruffalo. It'd be funny if they was like, hey man, this is meant for Edward Norton. We had to change this shit last minute. I swear, bro, if you notice, they have not put War Machine in any episode, bro. I don't know if Don Cheadle said no. I don't know if they're going to surprise us with a Terrence Howard cameo, but like I think it's something there that they're waiting to like the tail end of this season. Because if we hear Terrence Howard say, "Man, there's a lot of zombies, man," I'll be like, "Yo, this was worth the subscription." Like they did it. They did it.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you. When did they put Terrence Howard in Civil War? And he's just like, oh man, I can't feel my legs, man.
Yo, oh snap, oh snap. Can't feel my legs, man. Oh shit, that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
Oh,
That's
that would be the
hilarious. That's oh god.
Man.
That is.
I mean, it's a terrible thing to laugh at, but it's fictional. But yeah, I really hope it's not gonna happen, but I really wish they could do that.
That's hilarious, bro.
Okay, War Machine, what's wrong? What's wrong? My legs, man. I can't feel my legs, man.
That's priceless, bro. That's hilarious. God, I can't. This episode is just so good, bro. Even with the zombie tips in the beginning, with Peter Parker telling all the zombie tips on how to survive. This movie takes so many different tropes and ideas from other zombie movies and they mix it in so well. So like that part kind of felt like the Zombieland thing where it's like, all right, let me tell you the tips on how to survive. and then it goes into the horror zombie, then it goes into like the Walking Dead zombie, and then at the end it just shows that like things do not get better. Like this is a world with zombies.
Yeah, man, I really appreciate that too. Like 2 episodes straight. It was like, because I mean, and that's kind of what happens normally with zombie movies in general. It's just like, all right, cool, you didn't die, but let's not make it sound like you in a good spot. Like, no, you
Yeah,
still like the world's still over.
yeah. Like, it's no more Starbucks. Um, yeah. So man, these the female characters in this episode like whooped ass. Like this was a great. Like none of it felt like it was shoehorned. Nothing felt like, oh, we're just doing this just because we have to do it. Every female character whooped ass, and every female character, and Lucky, I mean, Happy, his
Happy.
death, Happy death. It was a good death, and he had some funny scenes in the episode, but it definitely made sense for him to die first.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I don't know. Because of how like jokey Happy normally is, I was kind of sitting in the back, like it would be really funny if he made it through. And then when he didn't, I was like, dang,
Man, that's what you got Ant-Man for.
what?
Paul
God,
Rudd's
man,
hilarious in this episode, bro.
he was, but I mean, when I first saw him, who was the Italian dude? The Italian dude was getting on my nerves
Robert.
because he was nothing but a he's nothing but a hype man.
Oh yeah, he was there to get eaten. Like as soon as you came on the scene, we was just like, oh, he ain't gonna make it. Like he ain't gonna make
Like,
it.
yeah, like I was like, all right, bro, somebody get the hype man about it. I'm tired of him.
And I don't want to skip over nothing, but bro, what about that black on black crime? Man, I didn't think she had to split them through the middle. I'm talking about Falcon and the leader of the
The Royal Guard. I can never
yes,
remember her name. All I know is that I love her deal
yeah,
because
but
she stayed as being a boss.
yes, she just
No,
comes up by
her line, and it was like, "Don't they have zombie movies in Wakanda?" She's like, "No, you have American movies." I was like, shit."
no, the quote it correct directly just because it's such a good burn. She was like, "No, we have American reality TV."
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah. Either way, man, that jump was fire. I was sitting up in there I was just going crazy. I was like, talk, yo, shit. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes,
I don't watch American reality TV anyway.
yes. The only American reality TV I've watched is The Circle, and that's just because Shelley Bell's on there. Plug Shelley Bell, very funny comedian. Watch The Circle. Um, if you haven't, if you don't, if you've met Shelley, right?
Yeah, I just
Okay, yeah,
can't
she's on
tell.
Netflix. Yeah, she's on Netflix right now. So get back
I had
to
no
the
idea. That's
yep,
dope.
yep. She's on. Yep, she made it to reality TV, man. I'm proud of her. Uh, so this the idea of zombies in anything is that they're the great number is what makes zombies scary. One zombie really isn't that scary. 100 zombies is terrifying. Did you like the way the zombies were made, like how they look? Did you like the look of them?
Yeah, I thought it was not only fitting, but I liked how they did the zombie look, but also how they did like kind of the intelligence of them. Because I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yo, we really looking at a zombie using the Iron Man armor properly. Like, this is low key weird, but I
Yes.
rocks with it
Yes.
because
Uh,
you know what I'm saying. Like, it was both. It wasn't just like, hey, the zombies are gonna mindlessly walk around with this cutting edge technology. Like, nah, we actually know how to work this thing.
the one thing
Could be
I'm getting out of
possible,
this, yes, the
but it
one thing
happened.
I'm getting out of this episode in episode 3, if Hank Pym wanted to, he could wreck shit in any universe.
Yeah, Ant Man is a very dangerous, and I mean, it's like with episode 3,
Yeah,
like
episode 3 and this episode, like in this episode, he bit Captain America. Like he's the one that turned Captain America into a zombie, and then probably helped turn everybody else into zombies. Like Hank Pym, like good thing they put him. Like good thing he was quiet. Like in the original Marvel films, like you don't see him till like later on in the Marvel films. Because if he wants to, when he's a bad guy, he's a great bad guy. Like it's no way around it.
Yeah, man. But it's like a lot of people don't really know this, but Pym was actually set to kill Stark in a comic book story. It just didn't take off because they was like, nah, fans are not going to accept Hank Pym killing Tony Stark. But it's like, why not? Pym is like the third or fourth smartest Marvel character
I
because
mean,
it's like Reed Richards, Victor Doom, um, what is it? Richards Doom. I think Pym is number three, or is either Pym or Banner, and then Tony's like number six.
yeah, that's in the comics. I'm pretty sure in the movies they're gonna try to keep Tony as like at least number two or number one.
No, I mean, no, but I mean, Tony was always more popular than Pym, so they were like, yeah, I mean, if we wanted Richards to kill Tony, maybe we could do that, but like Ant Man, soft ass Ant Man, like no. So they decided not to do it, but it's like you're talking about a person who literally let themselves like found a way to shrink themselves to a ant to the size of an insect while still having human strength.
Yeah, I agree.
I mean,
Plus, he
remember how
get
he messed up Natasha?
yeah. I mean, no, talk about this episode when Hope goes inside the zombie, gets big, and just kills the zombie. It's just like, yeah, they can do that at any time. They just finally found a place where it's like, all right, there's zombies. We can do this now.
Yeah, and then like I ain't gonna lie, or like when Happy was driving the truck, and then like boom, he destroyed the zombie, and then was just using the windshield wipers to get the blood off. That's when I was just like, really? Now we can get graphic. All right,
Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
okay.
Bucky and that Cap scene was a was a great scene. Just and I
I
saw
agree.
somebody put a meme where it was like when Cap was talking and it said the subtitle said I can eat any day. Oh no, I can eat all day. As Cap usually say, I can do this all day.
Yeah, but nah, I like how they had that with Bucky, but I gotta admit, man, like I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm such a big Spider-Man fan, but Parker was doing it for the episode, man. Like he was funny. He had his time to shine in the fight, and he also had a pretty good line where he was just like, "Hey, man, if heroes don't smile, you know what I'm saying, when everything's down, then who will? What hope are we gonna bring?" And I just really like that part. But it showed like, yeah, sure, he is being immature, but it's not just because he's not taking it seriously.
I'm be real with you, Mike. I really hope I'm not cutting you down on this. Now, I mean make you feel no way. I really just feel like Marvel is like, all right, look, we can't say with great power comes great responsibility. Let's just make up some shit till we get to the point where we can say it. Let's just keep throwing some shit out there. We know what they want. Let's just all right, come on, open some more fortune cookies and let's get these other sayings
Yeah,
out.
man. Hey, listen, as long as they do it correctly, I'm good with it. Cause it's like, was that in the Amazing Spider-Man?
Yeah, it was in the first Spider-Man, it was an amazing Spider-Man. It's just one of those days where it's just like when he was like, and like my aunt and everybody you say, I'm like, here it comes. It's like, okay, just okay. They said something else. All right, okay. This is
I mean, like when you think about it though, it's like original Spider-Man live TV show, the original Spider-Man animated series, Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends, Spectacular Spider-Man, Spider-Man Evolution. Was it Evolution? Yeah, I think it was Evolution.
what I'm
Where he
trying to
went to
say
like
is,
space.
buddy,
Like
it's
they've
not
been using it for a minute.
what I'm saying is, buddy, we'll never see a day when Nike says just try it.
Sometimes you gotta let the catchphrase go.
I feel you. I feel you.
They're not wrong with a remix.
Okay. I don't
Nobody
even think
listens to the original edition.
Okay. Nobody listens. Okay, you gonna trap me in there. Ain't nobody listening to R. Kelly. All right? Trap me on my show. Go try to get me a disagree on my show. Like, ain't nobody listening to either one. That's what I feel. That's shit. Okay.
I almost had you though.
No, you did not.
No, I did not, but I can say it.
No, I was at a wedding and my friend didn't want to get a DJ, so he put something on shuffle, some playlist he had on shuffle, and stepping in the name of love played, and I saw him literally jump over a kid just to get to his phone. And
I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I'll always listen to World's Greatest.
so this episode keeps going. He gives that speech on the train, and then right after that, Hope is dying because she was stretched or bit, wasn't clarified, and they're looking outside the train, and they got to go past all these zombies, and Hope, another. Oh yeah, like I said, the women and every woman in here dies heroically. Like they all give their lives to help the plot keep going. Hope gets big, puts the remaining survivors into the little camp, and that's when they meet Vision. Bro, Vision in this episode, dude is like truly, truly like, look, I'm just trying to save my wife. Like, that's it. Like this, like I'm just here for her. Like if I gotta feed motherfuckers to motherfuckers, that's what's gotta happen.
I can't blame him. But I mean, Vision is he built off logic, so
Yes. I want to know how he cut through vibranium. That would have been nice to know. Well, he got the stone, so he can do whatever.
I don't know. I'm about to say Vision is he pretty broken in general.
Oh yeah, if he can pull
He
the
got
soul
some.
stone out of his own head, yeah.
I'm about to say he got some feats. He got some feats in the comics. But then again, though, there's plenty of people that's actually done been able to like harm Wolverine. Did you know that Cyclops cut his hand off?
Yep.
Yeah, man, all he had was a stub. One little spike to come out of it. Weird. But yeah, but nah, man, I agree with you. Vision definitely bought stuff and was like, he was about his mission. He had his goal. He wasn't
Yes.
playing around.
Yes. To see T'Challa end up end up with his leg missing and still be like the coolest person in the episode is just it just shows how well Chadwick Boseman is as like a voice actor. Like it, because he sounded still calm. Like he never like gave off the like if I just lost my leg, this motherfucker get me out of here. Like that's what I'm saying all day. Like why are we still here?
I'm trying to figure out, did Chadwick Boseman ever do voiceover, or this is first time doing that?
I believe this is his first time. Well, it's first and only.
Well, yeah, but
But did that sound bad? Did I word it wrong?
nah. You worded it accurately. It's just in general.
Okay.
But your conscience is sad. But yeah, and nah, I was just saying because the way, like, with how well he does it, whatever. It always felt like he had a previous experience with it. I just don't think he did. But I mean, kind of like with Michael B. Jordan. But then Michael B. Jordan, like he did a TV show where he had to do a voiceover, and he did it pretty well. So, but that was his first time doing it. But he watches anime and stuff, so I was like, he probably redid lines from shows he was watching. So with Boseman, I was just like, yeah, it's very impressive how he does it.
Bro, I saw Michael B. Jordan play Cyborg in some Justice League movie I was watching, and it was from 2009, and I was like, this shit, he ain't trying at all. Like, like it was no inflection in his voice. I just saw the movie, and I was just like, I recognized the voice, and then I was like, this is not good at all. Like, must be when he was still doing like soap operas or something. Like, this is just, this is not good at all. Like, nobody else.
Hey, Michael B. Jordan, like what, 35 or something?
Nah, I'm pretty sure he's like maybe just hit 30.
Really? I thought he was a bit older. Well, he's been acting for a minute though.
Oh yeah, I mean, acting since he was a kid. Yeah.
Yeah,
Uh,
but off topic. But yeah,
yes.
yeah, I enjoyed like T'Challa's part. I think the main thing I liked about this episode was you got both the feeling of hope and despair. Like the second you started feeling good, they really put into the point of like, Brad, no, this is a terrible situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, don't there's no reason to be happy. Um, like you can take a break from being sad, but just stay on your toes.
Great way you put it. That's exactly the way this episode runs. Thank you for the way you put that. Um,
Okay.
as the end of the episode rise and Hope finally turns into the Hope, and he has to run and like fight all these zombies. Did you like the way that was illustrated, or you still didn't like that version of the Hope either?
Um, like it fit. I just think for the character himself, I just didn't like it personally.
Okay.
So it fit the situation, but it's kind of like in an Endgame where you get back to Banner and he's in like the calm state, Hulk. And that's supposed to have a term for it. I can't. That's supposed to have a name to it, but I can't remember. But yeah, like it's just sitting there. You remember like when he grabbed the car
Yeah.
and was like, smash, and it just like lightly hit something with it. I was just like, all right, yeah, this is what we got. So it's kind of like that type of situation.
I feel I feel you. I get where you're coming from now. Yes, very much. Yeah, that makes sense. Um,
It still look cool though.
yeah. So so they fly off, and that ending scene, the ending credits scene, where you see Thanos as the zombie. I think that was something I would have liked to see. How how he became a zombie, but it didn't. It wasn't like the worst not seeing how he became a zombie. How do you feel about that?
I feel like if I would have seen how he became a zombie, it would have pissed me off. Because like every time I try to think of it, I just be getting to the point where I'm like, you shouldn't have became a zombie. It's like sure, Thanos isn't untouchable, but it's just like I just can't imagine seeing him like putting himself in that situation.
Yeah, especially since like he has the stone also. Like he has all four, I mean all five of the stones. He just needs
But,
one more stone.
but not even that. It's more just so on like how he is in general. Like Thanos was shown to be a very like strategic, cautious person. So I was like, I really could have seen him just look down and been like, "What is that? Ugh, that look nasty." Nope, I'm not going down there. By the way, where are my children? Oh, they dead. All right, well, y'all go. I'll join when y'all finish.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's just like, okay, I guess there's no reason to conquer this planet. Y'all just bomb it till we can get that damn stone and we can bounce.
Exactly, because I mean, in hindsight, you could destroy an entire planet and the stone would be perfect. All the stones would be perfectly fine. There's no
Yeah,
way to destroy the stones unless you do it with the stones, as he did. So,
yeah.
but yeah, in general, I was just like, all right, I'm glad I didn't see this because I probably would have just been looking like, nigga, okay.
1 through 10, what would you give this episode?
7. I really don't like zombie things in general. So, like, if I didn't find it as entertaining as I did, I think I would have liked the episode a lot less. Um, but I did like how all the characters, like, I like how all the characters were represented in the best way possible.
Nice, nice. I'm gonna give it a 9 just because it is not long for starters. This episode is straight to the point. It really didn't have any part of the episode where I was like, why did they leave that in? Everything hit a beat. I was always like suspenseful for what was going to happen next. I was always entertained, and like I said, man, I really enjoyed the voice acting. Like I think this is one of the episodes where I was like, okay, that dialogue makes sense.
I agree with you on that.
Is there anything else you want to say about episode 5?
Uh, I hope they continue that one. That's one I'm looking forward to like being continued.
Can you imagine if they just open a portal and they just like, we can't go in there. It's like it's no saving them. Let's
Like
we
it'd be so funny if they actually found a way to bring the Fantastic Four in, and they were like the Fantastic Four showed up, and they're like, "Hi, we just came back to. Oh my God, we are going back to the subterranean world."
yes, which I love that so much, bro. I love the fact that like it's so many different realities. It's so many different what ifs that they haven't even touched any mutant yet. Like no X-Men, no like Wolverine, no Blade. Like it's so many what ifs that when they do introduce those characters, they can go back and like not redo, but like they could go back and like work them into episodes like this. Like it didn't matter. Like Ant-Man, I don't believe Ant-Man was in the story by the time that episode came out. But episode 3, no one was mentioning that character. Like they didn't bring that character up. So it's cool to know that like as they introduce new characters, they can go back and bring up old characters into the platform. So I think that's
Or at least not Pym in general. Like they didn't
yeah,
show Pym being Ant Man. Like they was like, yeah, Pym is retired.
yeah, exactly. Retired. Yes. Yes. They use that retired word like motherfucker, boy.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes,
They did
yes,
use that a lot in this movie.
yes. Um well man, thank you so much, man, for coming back to do the review, man. I truly appreciate you.
No problem. Your conscience will always be here for you.
Yes, sir. Tell them where they can follow you.
You can follow me on Instagram at comedian Mac. Is that underscore on that? I don't think so. Let me double check. I just want to make sure I ain't saying it incorrect. Yeah, comedian underscore Mac. I'm glad I double checked that. I haven't really started my Twitter up yet, but you can follow me on Facebook, Michael T Mac.
Nice, nice. Guys, please follow me on Popping Culture One on Instagram, Popping Culture on Facebook. Follow the page, subscribe to the YouTube channel, Popping Culture, and please follow me on Twitch at Popping Culture. Guys, thank you so much and have an amazing night.